More adult children using their parents as a personal piggy bank. We've got a new study to tell you about from Merrill Lynch showing 79% of parents in the U.S. provide some financial support to their adult children. That 72% of parents are putting their children's financial interests over their own retirement savings. Joining me right now is Ramsey Solutions financial expert, author of Everyday Millionaires, Chris Hogan. And Chris, as you get older, you need money for yourself just for health care.
No, you really do, Maria. And it's so important for us to look at this and not just scoff at it, but realize that this is an epidemic. You have a real problem whenever you have parents who mean well by trying to help their children. But the problem is if they're not helping themselves, the parents are actually setting themselves up to potentially become a burden later in life. So it's really important to train the young people on how to handle money. And just talking with them once is not training. That's called an introduction. Sit down with them and talk about why they need to learn about how money works. And more importantly, show them how to begin to do it. Show them how to budget. Show them how to attack debt. Parents are setting themselves up for a potential nightmare later on in life because you have young people that are constantly relying on the parents to save the day financially.
Yeah, time to cut them off.
Hey, Chris, Lindsay Bell here. I want you to know that my parents don't financially support me. But what does this do for the children that are being financially supported by their parents? How does that set them up for retirement? Obviously, it's not a good thing for the parents and their retirement that they're getting close to.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate that comment. But here's the reality. This actually ends up setting up both sides for failure. Parents aren't taking care of themselves, and now you have adult children, which I refer to as adult offspring because adult and child doesn't go together. That's an oxymoron. But you have young people not understanding the importance of how to handle money themselves. It's okay for a young person to make a money mistake. As parents, what we want to do is prevent them from making financial fatal errors. So we want to guide them. We want to talk with them. And again, one conversation is just an introduction. We've got to continue to talk about this. Dealing with money is a core life skill. That's why we teach young people in our foundations curriculum in middle schools and high schools, because they need to learn about this early.
Chris, good morning. Mitch Rochelle. I always feel very guilty when you're on because I know I've done something wrong as a parent. But going to what's going on with the economy right now we're actually at an interesting phenomenon where our savings rate is ticking up. So wages and earnings are rising, and we're seeing that consumer spending is falling. Is this playing through to the millennial population and younger? Are they saving, or is that just sort of spread across all generations in the economy?
I noticed that yesterday. It's like 7.6% the savings rate.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You know, whenever you see things like this, there's always a couple of different sides to the equation. The millennials that I'm talking to on the Chris Hogan Show are definitely saving and planning for their future, utilizing their 401ks and 403bs. But I think consumer spending is always going to be there. You know, you can drive by any parking lot and notice at stores people are there and they're shopping. So I think it's okay for people to spend. I think it's more important for us to have a long-term plan. It doesn't matter how much wages go up. If we don't have a plan for our money, lifestyle creeps up, and you always end up feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck. As I found in my research, almost 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That means if one check doesn't show up, they now have a financial crisis.
Wow. Meanwhile, millennials apparently are feeling confident. This new study by Lend EDU shows that more than half of them think they'll be wealthier than their parents.
Maria, when I read stuff like that, I know a couple of things. That these millennials are thinking they're going to be wealthier than their parents simply because of their income. They think because they're making more than mom and dad did at their age that they're going to be wealthier. And here's what I know about wealth. You can't talk your way to it. You've got to build it over time. In the book, Everyday Millionaires, we found that a third of the millionaires that we talked to, and we talked to over 10,000 of them, a third of them never had a six-figure household income in a single working year. So that means it's not just about your income level, it's more about the plan you have for money.
And Chris, that goes to part of it is when you select a job, you need to look, and I don't think that companies do enough to show employees the overall benefits package that they get. And I'm talking about the 401k match, the options in the 401k, all these things like health savings accounts, which are hugely valuable nowadays. That's your money, and it's also helps on your taxes. But I think that that's part of it when you're picking a job. It's just not the overall amount of money that you're taking home every week or couple of weeks.
I agree with you.
No, Dagan, you're right.
But you know what? I don't think anybody teaches you that stuff, right? I mean, you get the job, you're told, yeah, do the 401k, do the health benefits, but people don't go through what's best for your lifestyle.
Right, and I wish the human resources departments did a better job with that, Chris.
Yeah. And
well, it's important.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was saying it's important for people to understand the full package. You're right, Dagan. And to be able to do the math on the difference between the different health care options versus job one or job two, if they have an HSA or their 401k, young people need to understand the total package and the total compensation of what they're going to earn.
All right, we'll leave it there. Chris Hogan, always great advice from you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will see you soon. Chris Hogan joining us.